My name's Rachel, I'm 23 years old. This is my hometown of Dorchester. We're currently on Poundbury and this is my story. When I was younger, I went to a middle school and they thought I had dyslexia and they didn't want to do any tests for it. I had to go and get privately diagnosed, which cost a lot of money. They came out with that I had dyslexia in both sides of the brain. When Mum went back to school with all that information, they were quite shocked because they kind of didn't think that I had it. And then when I went to high school, I was bullied quite a lot because of my weight and everything, and I struggled quite a lot at school, well, especially doing my GCSEs, because where I've got dyslexia, it kind of holds me back to remember things, especially in like science and maths where they were like quite technical with words. And then when I was 18, I got diagnosed with autism. I got into Dorset Plus through my social worker, Joseph. He teamed me with Tracy, and Tracy's there to help me find a job, especially since leaving uni. It's been very hard to find a job and stuff, and we meet every week and we talk about any jobs that I've applied for and how's it going with that, and we just have a general talk about work and stuff like that. The reason why it's been difficult to find a job is because when I was younger, I worked at a hotel, and because of like my dyslexia especially, I can't remember things as well. So they kind of put me down a little bit because there was one stage where I couldn't remember like how to set a table up, and then they fired me for that. And I tried explaining that I've got dyslexia and I can't remember things as such, and they didn't listen. So it kind of put me off jobs for life, and I kind of needed the confidence back to get into finding jobs and stuff, and especially leaving uni where I haven't had that much experience. I kind of needed someone just to help me find a job for the future really. So when I went to college, I did a performing arts course for 3 years, even though at school I got told that I wouldn't be able to do a performing arts course because of my dyslexia, because I'd find it too difficult. So I went to college and did a performing arts course for 3 years, and I got 2 distinctions and a merit. And then I went off to do a drama course. I came out with a 2-1, which was a proud moment in my life because I'd always been told that I would never be able to achieve that, and I'm hoping in the next couple of years to go and do a master's in script writing. So if I didn't have Plus Dorset or Tracy on the side, I think my life would be very different because I would not have the confidence to find a job, and I'll just struggle really badly with it. Since being part of them and meeting up with Tracy, I've applied for jobs and I've had interviews since then, and I just want to thank Tracy and everyone at Dorset Plus.
I'm Tracy. I work for Plus, but we're working alongside the County Council. It's called Dorset Supported Employment Services, where we're going to be working with guys that have a disability, either with ASD or ADHD or any physical disability, where we can go on board with them doing work experience. It's just an added little bit of support there, and then eventually maybe go into a job, which is employment, but also support them through the employment, looking at any barriers that need lifting. When Rachel first came to us, we met in Poundbury, didn't we? Mm-hmm. Well, we actually didn't, did we? Mm-hmm. We met at your house first of all. So I met Mum, and I met your brother and your sister and your sister's boyfriend and the dogs. And we just got to know each other that day, and then we decided that we'd meet out, so it gave you a little bit more confidence going to another area, another place to meet me. And then we met, didn't we, in Poundbury at the actual local cafe. And we just, really, it was just more for your confidence building and getting to know me, wasn't it? So Rachel, how do you see the future with the job side of things?
Well, I'm hoping that in the next couple of months I'll get somewhere with the jobs. I know it's going to be quite a hard, a long process, but hopefully I'll finally get there. And then I'm hoping this time next year I will be at the university doing a master's in scriptwriting.
Rachel, it's been absolutely great supporting you. Now it's your turn. You've got to help me get off this.
Okay.
As you see, I got on it. Thank you. Thanks, bye.